I love savory snacks. I much prefer savory over sweet. And I thought in this episode, I would share my favorite afternoon snack. And that's actually hummus. I love hummus, but I love turmeric hummus. Now, I do a lot of work up in Asia, and I love up there that they eat for purpose. They don't just eat for pleasure. And hummus is a traditional food, not of Asia where I go traveling, but originates from around that Middle East kind of area. I've lived in such a way for so long where I think of food not just for pleasure. If I can bring a therapeutic benefit into it, I will. And this is one of my absolute faves. It takes no time to make up, like seriously, no time. Half an hour max, and that's going really slow. So super easy, keeps in the fridge for a week to 10 days or a bit longer. I always consume mine within a week anyway, but I thought I'd share the recipe. So before I give you the recipe, I thought I'd tell you why. Well, the key ingredients in it therapeutically, why I think they're beneficial to us. Now, I did a lot of massaging for a lot of years in my clinic. And so I've got like a little pinky here that's it's thinking about doing an arthritis thing. And so I stay on top of it by eating turmeric. And this is a simple, easy way to get lots of good, yummy, tasting turmeric into a daily kind of snack, or at least every couple of days. So turmeric, why turmeric? Now, turmeric, you might know, is that amazingly bright, yellowy orange root kind of looking vegetable. Doesn't look real exciting until you cut it, but it's amazing. And I grow it in my own garden. I dry it every year and powder it down. And I grow a year's worth for myself because I just love it so much. And it's so easy to grow. And it's an attractive plant to the garden. But the thing that's in turmeric is that turmeric is really beneficial for reducing inflammation, and the kind of inflammation that creates, swelling and pain and stiffness. And so from a preventative point of view, if you've got anything that's got, maybe a bit of an old wear and tear kind of part on your body, which is what that little finger is, the aromatherapy massage that we do uses that ulnar side of your hand. And so I literally just wore that out after so many years of massaging. And I look after it nowadays. So turmeric is beneficial. And nowadays it's really common that you can buy, turmeric tonics, and you can buy turmeric capsules and all those things, but it's an easy to integrate food into your life. Now, the Arthritis Foundation says that about 0.5 to 3 grams of the powdered down root per day is really useful for reducing inflammation when it comes to arthritis. Now, a teaspoon is 5 grams. So could you have up to 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric a day amongst your eating somewhere? Absolutely. It's super easy to do. So this is one of my favorite ways to do it. Now, depending on your body and mass and composition and all those things, it can take, 4 to 8 weeks to start feeling a difference in your body. And like I talk about now, as a naturopath, we talk about blood cycles. To get any kind of long-term change, you're looking towards that 2 to 3 months to get any kind of long-term change. So don't think you're going to use it, eat one batch of this hummus and then go, oh, my arthritis is fixed. It's not going to do that. But turmeric is a really important part. Now, you look at all your regular recipes for hummus and they'll say, add 1 clove of garlic. Now, I load up with a lot more garlic than that because I know the benefit of garlic, onions, and leeks because they also contain anti-inflammatory compounds that help to beat that inflammation that comes with something like arthritis. So garlic is an important component as well. Now, I love garlic, so obviously I add a lot more in. You want to think about bringing the level of garlic up in this recipe to a flavor that you really enjoy. But I have a lot of garlic because I know how important it is for all of my body systems, particularly just, heart and circulatory kind of health, but also keeping inflammation down in the body. The other ingredient is chickpeas. Now, that's the guts of what this is. It's basically a can of chickpeas with, all the other flavorings in it, the spices and everything. So chickpeas are amazing because they're really rich in dietary fiber, especially the kind of soluble fiber that helps good bacteria in your gut break down so that your colon can digest that fiber really slowly. That's important. Now, eating more chickpeas in general, and I'm a vegetarian, so I'm a big fan of chucking chickpeas into anything. They're really good. They're excellent for helping to keep your bowel regular. They help to lower cholesterol and just age your body in general. They taste great. Just another side note, I love just even a little bit of soy sauce on them and roast them in the oven, and then put them amongst any kind of salad or something for a little bit of crunch and salt. That's a yummy way to eat them too, but I digress. Back to this one. The other ingredient that's in hummus is tahini. Now, tahini is sesame seed paste, and it is one of the most powerful antioxidants and healthy fats in your diet. Loaded. I've talked about sesame seeds in so many podcasts because a teaspoon of sesame seeds has more usable calcium than a glass of milk. Like, sesame seeds are amazing. Sesame seed paste, which is what tahini is loaded in antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. So this recipe in general is one of your simplest, easy, healthy snacks to make, and it's yum. So the ingredients are, this is it. You just get whatever is your blender, food processor-y kind of thing, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Your thing for mixing everything together, get it. Throw in a can of chickpeas, a can of chickpeas, nice and simple. 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of liquid. So water, or if you want to use a little bit of the liquid from the can of chickpeas, because that has a little bit of salt in it, you can do that. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, a tablespoon of tahini, about 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Use a good quality salt, one close to nature. Even one of the pink salts is great, or a kosher salt, Celtic salt, one of those. 2 tablespoons of ground turmeric. Okay, minimum. You can add a bit more if you like. I know I add more than that, but at least 2 tablespoons of turmeric to this recipe. About 1/4 teaspoon of grated nutmeg. And I put between 4 and 6 cloves of garlic, depending on the size of the cloves of garlic. Now, this recipe will be in the show notes. You can go over to the show notes and download it and something, give it a go. But it's so easy. All you do is put them in, you've added everything to the blender, whatever sound yours makes. If you find it's a little bit thick, add a little bit of extra water, simple, and then spoon it out and put it into an airtight kind of container. It makes an awesome dip. It makes an awesome snack. And I love to eat it just with raw veggie straws. Cut up carrots or cucumbers, just vegetables like that. Super easy, super healthy. And if you've got any kind of aches and pains in your body, I promise this is a snack that you want to try. So the healthy life hack is really simple. Give the recipe a go. Impress some of your friends. If you're having some friends over or something, maybe make it as a different dip to what you'd usually do. And then for decoration, I sprinkle a few sesame seeds on top. Super easy. It tastes awesome. Serve it up, give it a go. But me, I pretty much most of the time have, a container of that going in my fridge so that I can just eat it as I want. It's awesome. So if you want to get the recipe, head over to www.healthylifehacks.com.au.